This is Club Lucha, and you're watching Last Week in Lucha Libre. Last week had a ton of new developments, one of the biggest being the status of El Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr., who announced he had signed a new deal with Lucha Libre AAA. This is incredible news for AAA, as Wagner 3G was the single best free agent on the market. His Noah run was unbelievable, especially over the last 2 years. He was both the longest reigning GHC national champion and the first ever Mexican GHC heavyweight champion. Me personally, I'd like to see him become the next AAA Mega Campeón, but we'll see where the next year takes him. AAA announced the date for Rey de Reyes on March 22nd and also announced the date for Triple Mania 33 on August 16th, 2025 in Arena Ciudad de Mexico. The current big feud going in is Latin Lover betting his hair against owner Dorian Roldan. Latin Lover or a luchador of his choice will face off against Alberto el Patron. Over the last year, Latin has been butting heads against Dorian, Alberto, and Conan, trying to save AAA. Jumping over to CMLL really quick, I'm happy to report another really good Viernes Espectacular. Last Friday saw every member of the roster going on the Fantasticamania Japan tour featured on the show. Every match was at minimum good and went all the way to great. My favorites of the night were the final 4 matches on the card. New Japan's Fantasticamania tour starts on February 19th and features CMLL luchadores, but only the final 2 shows will air through New Japan World on February 27th and 28th. Ring of Honor has not yet aired the CMLL guest appearances from last week's tapings, but more have been announced. This week, La Catalina will face off against Lady Frost, and the team of Atlantis Sr., Esfinge, and Fuego will face off against Rocky Azúcar Romero, Gran Guerrero, and Euphoria. Over in WWE, Stephanie Vaquer has won her first singles gold in NXT, defeating Fallon Henley for the NXT Women's North American title at Vengeance Day. Hopefully the first of many titles for her. And the last thing I want to talk about today is the passing of Gran Hamada. Gran Hamada is one of the most important people in the history of professional wrestling on an international level. His career spanned more than 46 years and he performed all over the world for the biggest promotions in Japan, Mexico, and even the US. Hamada even had his own promotion, Universal Pro, and was a huge part of the success of Michinoku Pro Wrestling. Gran Hamada is often credited as the first to combine the Japanese and Mexican style into a new lucharesu style, and his influence shows in the alumni that came out of Universal Pro. Gran Hamada also had 2 daughters who wrestled, Xochitl and Ayako Hamada. Rest in peace, Gran Hamada.